The title of our next conference is Every Review is a Chance to Improve. And the speaker will be Isabelle Massagé. Did I say it right, Isabelle?
Hello. Yeah, you said it more or less right. It's Massagé.
Okay, how massage?
Massagé.
Massagé. Oh,
yes.
Beautiful. Isabelle is a CEO at HotelSpeaker. Isabelle, after spending years fashion for stock-listed companies, she decided to pursue her entrepreneurial dream and joined a friend to launch HotelSpeaker. She's a true believer that in a world where screen time has gone up drastically, every chance to interact is a personalized way with your audience should be seized. Her company, HotelSpeaker, was launched to help hotels generate additional reservations through perfect and empathetic review answers. It's all yours, Isabelle, for the next 15 minutes, plus those 5 minutes for questions.
Thank you very much. I'll share my screen with you. Okay. One moment, please. There we go. Okay, so thank you for the introduction, Jaime. So I'm Isabelle. I'm CEO of HotelSpeaker, as he said, and it's very nice meeting you all, although I saw some messages that people were longing for real face-to-face meeting. I'm also longing for real face-to-face meetings. I'm a bit fed up with the screen, but nevertheless, happy to be here. And I wanted to share with you today to what extent review answers have an impact on your future reservations, and so hence on your future revenue. In previous presentations, there was already mention of the fact that online presence has become ever more important, and that also the fact that you engage qualitatively with your audience, with your customers, has also increased in importance. I'm not going to dwell on this slide because I think everybody now knows that the pandemic has changed the way we internet. Many people have discovered internet. Many people have discovered the convenience of internet. And shifts in behavior that add value to our life or that makes our life easier are definitely there to stay. So the same, of course, applies to the travel industry, where online presence was, or online bookings were already present in a big way. But this is going to increase big time over the coming years. There are 700 million people who will be booking their hotel rooms online by 2023. And if you look at the US markets, then you see that already 83% of the adults are preferring to book their travel online. And what's also striking is that we see a huge increase in the search words tonight and today, an increase of 519% over the past 5 years. So people are not planning a long time in advance. Many people are just saying, let's go away for the weekend and book that trip. So just some numbers to share to give you an idea of the massiveness of the online travel market. In 2019, the travel market online was worth $755 billion US dollar. And this is supposed to grow to $1,135 billion in 2023. So quick math, this is an increase of 50% in the next 5 years. So knowing that online bookings will become very important, it is also important to understand how people will decide which hotel to book. And so there are 3 very important criteria that a traveler is using before they before they book a hotel online. The first one is the location. And this is, of course, a once-off decision when you decide to build a hotel, to buy a hotel. It is located in a certain place. And this is something that you cannot change over time. The second criterion remains price. Price remains a very important decisive factor for a customer to book at your hotel or at another hotel. And the next one is the online reputation. It's basically how are you represented online? And it was already mentioned before many times, this online reputation has become more and more important and has accelerated during COVID. If we look to the online reputation, then basically this online reputation is made up of two components. The first one is the content that is published by the hotel. So it's basically all that is image related. It are pictures, what is the quality of your internet site, how do you manage your social media. And the next component is basically the most important one, and it is what we call user-generated content. It is basically content that is published by peer travelers. And you can compare it as the word of mouth, the traditional word of mouth that we know is when a friend tells us like, you have to go and check out that restaurant, it's just amazing, then we really give value to that comment because it's somebody who is at the same level as us who is giving that advice. Exactly the same thing happens online in a digital way with this user-generated content. It's basically what people are saying about your hotel or restaurant, and what people are writing about your hotel and restaurant. So if you take this digital word of mouth and you translate it into the travel industry, then basically we are talking mainly about reviews. So the reviews that travelers write about your establishment. And taking into account that the online reputation is very important, that the online bookings will dramatically go up, it is important to share a small limited amount of numbers with you. The first one is that 82% of consumers are reading online reviews. But what is also very important to know is that 97% of these people who are reading reviews are also going to read the business's responses to these reviews. And this is a trend that is growing year after year. And 71% of the consumers, they say that they're more likely to use a business that has actually responded to their reviews. There is definitely a proven positive correlation between qualitative review answers and bookings. And qualitative review answers, what I mean by this is that people who write a review, when they receive a review, they say, okay, this establishment is responding to me. It is a unique, personalized answer, and I feel directly addressed. The reason why this is so important is that when future travelers are going to choose a hotel, are going to do their research online, are going to look at the reviews, we saw the numbers, and are going to look at the answers that are generated by an establishment, this will indicate to them how they will be treated by the establishment. If there is a warm, empathic answer coming from the hotel, then they know that they will be treated that way. If it is a template and there's always the same answer, then they probably say, okay, there's not a lot of warmth in these answers that I read online. The same thing with negative reviews, which is completely understandable, but many hotels take this very personally and start to answer in a defensive way, something that has to be avoided at all costs. Next to the fact that this indicates how the guests will be treated at your hotel, a review answer also allows you to close the customer service cycle. It is exactly the same thing when you go and have dinner at a friend's place and afterwards you send a WhatsApp saying it was great, your house looked great, you looked great, the food was amazing, and you don't receive a feedback while you have put time and energy in that WhatsApp. It's something, you know, that always is not very nice. The next thing to bear in mind is that review answers are an amazing advertising tool. Just to give you a small example, if you are located in the center of a big city, you have a swimming pool, which is a USP. You could write in your answer, I hope you had the time to enjoy our magnificent swimming pool. So basically, you will go up in SEO ranking, people will know you have a swimming pool, etc., etc. And of course, if you have somebody who is not happy with the experience, this is the ultimate chance to win back the disgruntled or a lost consumer. It is a fact that if you don't answer, this consumer or customer will be lost forever. So there are different studies made on quantifying the impact of the answers on the future reservations. I'm not going to dwell on this because I've put a link of the studies below. So you will see that basically responding in a qualitative way will have a huge impact on occupancy rate and online reservations, and also an impact on the ratings that you have. This is also a study that has been made by a very large hotel group in France. It's a customer of ours who was basically benchmarking the hotels that were using our service against the hotels that were not using our service. And they saw a huge increase in online revenue with staggering numbers between 23 and 79%. So we started our company 4 years ago because we saw on one hand this increasing importance of answering to reviews in a qualitative way, and on the other hand that many companies, not only hotels but many companies worldwide, were not answering, and for many good reasons, because there are so many things to do in the hotel and with the guest present in the hotel that sometimes there's a lack of time. Then would there be time? There's a lack of language skills, of writing skills. They become angry when they have to write or to respond to a negative review. So we developed a service that is basically a combination of artificial intelligence and a large group of redactors. And what we aim to do is that we aim to respond on behalf of our customers, but as if we are part of the walls of our customers. So basically what we want to aim for is that our customer says after a couple of weeks working with us, it is as if HotelSpeaker is part of my marketing team. And we do that because we have all this expertise in-house that we have built together with the University of Ghent. We answer in all languages, all platforms. We have developed a very user-friendly platform to help our customers to take away the stress of answering. And this is basically it. I hope that after this small presentation, you are aware of the importance, or probably you were already aware of the importance of answering to reviews. And I'm here for any question you might have.
Thanks a lot, Isabelle. We have a question from the audience. That's from Raluca Samifrescu. She's saying, she's asking, what can we do about the reviews who are fake?
Yes, that is a very important question. And the fake reviews is something that is becoming increasingly difficult, or the volume is increasing a lot. There are two things you can do. First of all, it is very important to answer to a fake review. And within the answer, you can, in a very subtle way, let the other people who are reading that answer know that this was not a guest of yours. You then also, of course, have platforms where guests cannot leave a review when they were not at your hotel. And then you can also ask the OTA to remove the review. So these are the things that you can actually do real time. On the other hand, and we are also investing a lot in detecting these fake reviews upfront. So many companies are developing algorithms. They're becoming more and more performant to be able for a Google, a TripAdvisor, or a Booking, to ensure that these reviews do not reach the public level.
Thanks a lot, Isabelle.